Good day. I'll be reviewing Four Things That Women Want from a Man by A.R. Bernard. The book starts with four things God wants out of a man: maturity, decisiveness, consistency, and strength. Then it talks about the four things women want out of a man: maturity, decisiveness, consistency, and strength. Then it talks about the four things men struggle with: maturity, decisiveness, consistency, and strength. And then there's an inherent tension between men and women that goes back to the fall of Adam and Eve. The tension is based on women's need for maturity, decisiveness, consistency, and strength. In one of the early chapters, A.R. Bernard talks about the culture of marriage then and now. Before, men used to marry because they wanted the women to bear their children. Women married for shelter and protection. If you were actually in love, it was a good thing, but that wasn't the only reason that people got married back then. A.R. Bernard then talks about the patterns and principles of marriage. Now we get into the four steps, starting with maturity. Maturity isn't a function of the calendar, it's a maturity of accountability. We don't begin to mature until we accept personal responsibility for our words, our thoughts, our motives, our actions, and our attitudes. So a 60-year-old who refuses to accept responsibility is less mature than a 20-year-old who does. Women are looking for a real man, so being mature is one of the first steps that you need, that women want in a man. The next thing women want out of a man is decisiveness. Tell me how you spend your money and how you spend your time, and I'll tell you where your values are. Part of decisiveness is having values. Values are what you stand for. They're the things you live for, the things you're willing to die for. The next two traits that a woman wants from a man is consistency and strength. And I want you to read the book by A.R. Bernard so you can get the full details on both of those. Overall, this was a good book. A.R. Bernard made it easy and simple to read. I was able to read this over 2 train rides over a weekend, and I was able to get a lot of information. This book talks about the patterns and principles, marriage then and now, and 4 things that women want from a man. My overall recommendation for this book is that it's a great book. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It's good for both men and women. If you're a man, it'll help you become a better man. If you're a woman, it'll help you see the traits that you can have for your women. I say read it together if you're in a relationship, and this will help you out. Make sure you go out there and get this book. It's on Amazon and also at the CCC library. Hashtag 52 books in 52 weeks challenge. I'm looking to read 52 books in the next 52 weeks. This is my 3rd book I'm reviewing, and I'm up to my 5th book for the month of January. Make sure you follow me on social media at David Motivator on Instagram and David Farrell on Facebook and davidfarrell.com.